quick way to think of the best practices for change management are what I call the big AHA, and it's an acronym. And what it stands for is awareness, humility, and action. First, we need to be aware of how fast the world is changing. Most businesses are so focused on their customer and so focused on incremental improvements to their products. And there's nothing wrong with that, but on occasion we have to lift our heads up and say, hey, how is our world changing? How might we be able to leverage some of these new emerging technologies to do things better, faster, more effectively, or in fundamentally new ways? So let's become aware of the Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, 3D printing, advances in robotics, and on and on. That's the first part. The next part is humility. And what I mean here is we all need humility to the idea that what served us well yesterday might not be sufficient moving forward. And the most important practice under humility is we have to be willing to unlearn what it is we think we know about our job, our business, and our industry. In a world of linear change, we could focus on learning because the world didn't change that fast. But in a world of exponential change, what was true yesterday isn't necessarily true tomorrow. And so we're going to have to get comfortable unlearning a lot of things that we think we know about our products, our business model, our customers, and our competitors. But the final thing that the successful organization of the future is going to do is take action. The only way to predict the future is to create it yourself. And here's the paradox of the future. The future can only be created right now. You have to do something right now in order to start positioning yourself for the future. And so I think the successful organizations know that, and they're much more willing to take action. They're willing to experiment. They're willing to try pilot projects. And each time they're learning something new. And if something doesn't work, instead of viewing it as a failure, they use that as a learning mechanism, and they iterate and then innovate just a little bit faster into the future. And here's why we have to do that. Today is the slowest rate of change you and I will ever experience again. And I think the successful companies understand that, and they are trying to stay ahead of all of that change. And they're doing it with awareness, humility, and action.